Hi, I'm Chris Edwards. Welcome to this week's Tennis Warehouse vlog. I've got the brand new Babolat Pure Aero 2026 rackets for you this week. These are on the site, so you can check out all the specs and details, and they're available for pre-order right now. And we also have some demos available as well, but the demos are going quickly. So if you want to demo one of these, you got to jump on it super quickly because they are already shipping out and people are having a good time with them out there on the court already. Okay, regular Pure Aero here. This is the 100 square inch racket. It has very similar specs to the outgoing model, but the big change for me is the biggest change on these rackets is the redesigned beam geometry, especially through the throat, and it makes the racket faster. So you can get it around the body quicker, get it through the ball and through your swing with a little extra tip speed. And on court, that paid dividends for me. I was getting more shape on my shot, so good pace access because of that extra tip speed, but most importantly, better spin access, and I could get the ball up and over the net and dipping inside the court quicker, so I could really shape my shots nicely. I was getting some really nice dip, so more action on my top spin lobs, better angles because I could get the ball dipping closer to the net, but still give the ball plenty of clearance over the net and then kicking off court. When it came to touch and feel on my volleys, etc., I found the response to be very similar, maybe just a slight bit more dampening from the updated flax fiber in this one, but the feel is very, very close, and all the touch I had with the outgoing model, I had with this one. I feel like it's a great racket if hitting touch shots, very quick and easy, so you can cut under it, get a little bit more spin on the ball to really get it dying quickly. But for me, the biggest benefit, ground strokes, serves, and returns. I felt like I could go for more without any disadvantage there. So I could really stay on the gas, not giving up anything in terms of consistency or anything like that, actually getting some, if anything. So really fun racket right there. That's the regular one. Also got the 98. This one play tested very well. We both have reviews for both the regular, the 98, and the 100. So be sure to check our YouTube channel for those, the 100 plus. The 98, my pick of the bunch. I was a huge fan of the outgoing Pure Aero 98. This one is just even better. So I took a good racket, made it even better. I think this is probably going to be tough to beat as my pick for best racket of the year, and we're only at the beginning of the year, but it really is that good. I've been playing some great tennis with this one. I know Michelle is loving it. Jason's already switched to it, so our play testers have fallen in love with this racket. I think if you get it on court, you're going to do the same. Again, really similar specs and feel as the outgoing model, but more aerodynamic. So all of the things I said about the regular one apply here. Really good on the ground strokes, returns, and serves, and you still get lots of playability on those touch shots too. Great shot, great racket for hitting drop shots, I think, just because you can get so much spin on the ball when you cut under it. The plus length version tested really well. I've always been more of a fan of the Pure Drive Plus than the Pure Aero Plus. I would say that's still the case even with this really impressive update, but this is my favorite Pure Aero Plus to date. I've had a bit of an issue getting higher up in the string bed contact point with previous versions. I felt like this one was a bit more playable and comfortable up there, a bit more forgiving. And so that was a nice update for me in this edition. And I thought, again, great spin, a beautiful serving racket. You can really crank it on the serve and get great pace and spin out of this version of the Pure Aero Plus. So I feel like you're getting standard length maneuverability out of a plus length racket on a fast swing thanks to the improved aerodynamics of that one. So impressive racket for me, but honestly I would probably stick with a Pure Drive. I just really prefer the feel of a Pure Drive Plus for whatever reason. Okay, let's jump into the team version now. The team and the lite, which we get into, just like previous models, they have the Pure Aero 2019 string pattern. So you'll notice the skips change between these two and the other three models. And the string pad's a little bit more open. So if you're looking for a little bit more launch, a great way to go would be with the team, and then you can beef it up to the regular spec, and you'll get that 2019 string bed launch, and you custom weight it to your own spec, or you can match it to the regular one just by adding a little bit of tungsten tape to it. So that's a great way to go. And if you're just a player looking for more maneuverability, nice launch angle off the string bed, I think this is a great way to go in stock form. We've got it strung with a multi-filament. I would highly suggest you do that too, because we're dropping down in weight here. Really nice playability out of that one. And then if you want something even more mobile and super easy to use, I think a great racket for the player coming out of a junior length racket into their first adult length racket. This light version here is a great way to go, and it's also a good option for anyone who's looking for maximum maneuverability, smaller framed adult, etc. Or someone who's maybe moving out of a game improvement racket looking for a bit more control. Great way to go. Again, I would throw a sin gut, a multi, or a natural gut in here to maximize the performance of that one, and you get that nice launch out of the string bed right there. If you got any other questions or anything like that on these rackets, be sure to drop it in the comments below. And that's all I got for this week. Thank you so much for watching.